just when you're leveling up, here come the devil with his bullshit. And that could come through people. It always usually does. The people that you're close to attacking in some form of way. But what if I told you those obstacles are not meant to stop you? They're not only not meant to stop you, but you created the obstacle in order to level yourself up, right? Stay tuned to this video so I can share with you more of why you should keep going, okay? And why you're just going to the next level. I'm Naija. Hello, I'm your motivational bestie, okay? If you're here for the first time, welcome back. If you're not, hello. All right. So, I was just talking about the same situation with my sister, okay? She's in content creation just like me. And she's been going through a lot of devils, right? She's been hitting a lot of obstacles. And it's crazy because she's been leveling up like very rapidly. And I, being this motivational person, sister, that's, 100% backing her, always there to remind her, like, it's always going to be shit. Like, people is always going to disappoint you because you're expecting them out of you, right? Something's always going to come up to try to make you feel like maybe this is not the right path, but it is. So the thing is, I feel like when you're leveling up and you're getting to the next stage in your life, your mind, you're fighting with your brain because your brain wants to keep you back in this, like, this comfortable state, like you just working that job, that 9 to 5, or whatever it is that's like making you, like, kind of, it's making you comfortable, it's making you average. And then when you're stepping out of that average lane, and because you're fulfilling something that you love and you see it propelling and going forward, your brain starts creating these things in your path to say, see, this is why you shouldn't do that. See, this is this person. See, this happened to me. Maybe I shouldn't be doing this. But it's really your brain. Your brain is really that powerful. It's creating these obstacles. And you're like, Naija, please stop telling me the bullshit. Blah, 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 blah. Why would I create this? Because the body, you got to understand your body. And this is how I know, because I've been going through this too. Like, I've been telling my brain for the longest time, come up with ideas for me to make money, to earn money and stuff like that. And you know what my brain kept telling me? Go to school, go to work. I'm like, that's not giving me the money that I desire, first of all. And I'm not being fulfilled that way. And society tells you that's what you got to do. You got to go to school. You got to get a job. You got to do these things. But my inner self, my God that I'm speaking to internally, because I quiet my mind and I say, it's telling me there's 1,000 other ways to make money, to be happy. There's 1,000 other ways. First of all, the happiness comes from you deciding to be happy, just to be happy without any external devices. But that's not the video we're talking about today, right? We're talking about how the mind creates these obstacles, manifests these obstacles in your way when you start leveling up, because the mind is trained where it's used to, like, repetition, right? And if you're doing the same thing over and over again, it's used to this now. It likes this. It feels like this is a safe route to go. This is a safe way to go. Even though you're feeling depressed, even though you're feeling unfulfilled, your mind will keep convincing you that keep on this route. You okay like this. You know what I'm saying? Even though your spirit is telling you, hell no, this is not working. This is not working. Hello. Hello. It's not working, right? So your brain is just so powerful. You have to train it. You have to retrain it when you're leveling up. And I feel like it's different levels to success too. Like, once you're coming out of, like, the survival mode, once you're coming, like, you're breaking free from, like, this consistent, like, average life or whatever, like, everybody's levels is different. And once you start breaking out of, like, this repetition of what you've been doing normally, your brain will automatically create obstacles, will automatically bring you head front with people, places, and things that just don't align. And you're like, why is all this stuff happening to me? Because you have to now Retrain your brain and let your brain know that I'm on the next level now. You're not in control. The spirit is in control. I'm on the next level. And the next level requires you to speak to your spirit, your God self, not let the brain take control. Because the brain is, I feel like it's an antenna, and it manifests very rapidly, very quickly, right? And because of the repetition of what we've been doing, especially if it's been years and years and years, it's only going to feed you what you've been doing. Once you move to the next level, you in this dark space where you don't even know, like, because you're writing the code to success. It's like programming a computer, like a brand new computer, right? Your computer's been programmed to like keep you stagnant and safe and going on this path because of the repetition, right, of what you've been doing, right? So that's the code that it's feeding you. It's feeding you that code to just do that. You're 9 to 5, come home, eat, go to this spot, come home, go to 9 to 5, come home, shower, come home. It's feeding you that code, right? But once you take it to the next level, once you start doing like something different and breaking out to a different path, now you got to rewrite the code. Because the old code is telling you, no, 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 you got to do this. So because we're fighting against the code, right? Now the brain is start saying like, you're not listening to me. We've been doing this for years. So now it's manifesting these obstacles. It's you. You're manifesting all these obstacles. You're running into bullshit. This is happening to your devices. This is occurring. That fucking up. Everything is going haywire, right? Because you're rewiring the code, right? So you say, nah, well, how do I get this code in order? Because this shit is fucking with my brain. You know what I'm saying? Like it's really got me on this haywire of like, I feel like I don't even know if this is for me or not. You know what I'm saying? You have to fuel your brain with the new code. And you're like, what's the new code? The new code is you telling it, no, this is what we're fucking doing now. Okay? I don't care what we did the last couple of years. This is what we are doing now. Okay? So, this is the code for what we're doing. But what are we doing after that? I don't know. But I know this is the code of what we're doing now. We'll figure out that next shit when that next shit come. You know what I'm saying? Stop feeding me these old code. But the brain will fight you. It will fight you for a long time. So how do you just keep, how do you stay on track when you're doing something different? You have to keep feeding it the code that you want. You got to keep feeding it the code that you want, so you can get the outcome that you want, right? So you keep feeding your brain these codes so you can get the outcome you want. And no, it does not happen overnight, because it's going to keep telling you the same thing. Because look, you've been doing the same thing for the last, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, depending on how old you are, and you're starting something new. You've been doing that for the last how many so years. So that code is going to be hard to just delete everything and erase it. So how do you do that? You got to do that with like eating something different. Like, eat something good for you, right? And you rewriting a new code, right? And or do an exercise that's different. You starting to rewrite the new code, and you implanting new codes in there. You gotta like slowly but surely, and the brain is gonna fight you. It's gonna fight you. It's gonna fight you. It's gonna fight you because it's not used to you acting this way. It's not used to you performing in this way, right? So you have to fight it back. You can't give in. You can't give in, because that's how you're going to get to the next level. And then when you get to that next level, you're going to have to rewrite a new code, because now you're going to the next level. You're going to a different level. So you got to rewrite a new code. You got to erase all the old code, and you got to implant the new code. And it's going to start manifesting some old shit. It might start manifesting some old shit from when you was on level 1. And now you on level 2 trying to get to level 3. It start manifesting this shit like, look, this is what we used to for like 10, 20, 30 years. This is what we've been used to. So we bringing it back so you could like, this is what we remember, okay? This is what you've been feeding me. This is what I'm going to bring. This is what I'm going to deliver to you. Right? So you got to keep implanting new code. You got to keep being around the right people. You got to keep prayed up. Okay? You got to keep like listening to videos that's going to remind you that, okay, I'm not fucking crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's just me rewriting my code. You got to be around the right people. You got to be, you got to do all these things for yourself because you're rewriting the code. You're a coder. You know what I'm saying? Like, you really are reprogramming your whole mind. And it's crazy because some people don't even realize that that's happening. So they go into depression. They quit. You know what I'm saying? They unhappy with their lives, and they just do random dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? They let the devil use them for dumb shit because then they're not coding their own life so they can get the outcome they want. You know, so I'm gonna encourage you to know that shit sometimes go left because you're manifesting the shit to go left. And how do you combat that shit? You have to implant good stuff. You have to program the good stuff. And it doesn't happen overnight because I still fight with my mind with what I want, where I want to go, and what kind of outcome I want to get. And I tell my mind, like, provide me information so I can get to where I need to go. And it can't. It can't. I've read so many books on success, so many books on motivation, so many books on leveling up, finances, investing, cameras, everything that I love. And my brain still inputs, go to school, go back to work. It still inputs the same shit, no matter how much stuff I implant in it. It's because I have to keep filling it with the new program. I have to keep filling it with the new program. I gotta keep telling it, no, 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 hell no. Hell no, right? Or I'm going to keep manifesting these outcomes, which I don't like, you know, and that's probably where you are too. You're going to keep manifesting these outcomes that you don't like because the program, which is your mind, you're battling with that shit every day. So wake up in the morning, pray. I don't care if you're late. You wake up late and you got to get to work, pray first. Say, today's going to be a good day. Because what you're doing is programming your mind to create and manifest good shit in your life, okay? And I know sometimes life be lifing, okay? And you might just miss a day and you're like, I've been saying it's going to be a good day for the last 10 days. And shit is still lifing because the brain is still using the old code. It's still using the old code. But knowing that it's using the old code does not mean that you can't implant new codes, and that after a while the new codes will become your reality. Because even me right now, I'm dealing with that shit too. You know what I'm saying? I'm dealing with devils and shit. But the thing is how much of the new code are you gonna keep implanting? Because you're worth it. Okay, you're fucking worth it. All right. Don't let the old shit, them old people, when you leveling it up, stop you from doing what you got to do, okay? Because they not implanting no new codes in them doesn't mean that you stop implanting those new codes in you, okay? You move on, you keep it moving, you step over their ass. Because sometimes you just can't pick everybody else up along the way. You have to get to where you need to get. Then you can be like, look, this is how I did it. And then they got to do it for themselves. You can't, like, pull people with you, which I thought you could do, but you can't. You got to let them be the one to want this, because that is what's going to keep them going, right? Just like you got to be the one that keeps you going. Not me, you, okay? But anyway, thank you for watching this video. I'm Niaja. I'm your motivational bestie. I don't know if I said that. I don't even know if I said my name. But hello if you're new, okay? I'm Niaja, your motivational bestie. Come and hit that like, comment, and subscribe button if you want to chill with me. You need somebody to vibe with. Hit me on the comments and I will hit you back. All right? I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.